Our sausages have marinated. Oh, it smells so good, friends. It's just phenomenal. Hello, everyone. Look how beautiful it is here. It's Indian summer, autumn, it's warm, and the leaves look beautiful on the ground. I've been in this kind of mood, you know, and I decided to go back to my roots a little. Do you remember our jar series where we used to marinate all sorts of things? What haven't we marinated together? We marinated sausages, we marinated cheese. I don't even remember anymore. Dumplings, we marinated dumplings too. So, as an experiment, I want to make a tasty snack, marinated sausages. In Czech cuisine, they often have these famous utopenci. Those are marinated sausages. They have many marinades like this, so if you think it's weird, sorry, it's just their cuisine. So I decided to marinate these sausages, as you can see. They're different. These ones I have are called Hunter's sausages, but really, there are all kinds. We'll go over the ingredients a bit later so as not to distract you right now. You'll also need vinegar. Healthy eating enthusiasts always claim it's harmful and practically spit venom about it. Honestly, I think their venom is worse than plain vinegar. Vinegar is actually very useful in cooking. And it's probably time for ATB to start paying me for advertising, I don't know. Alright, let's begin. Start by making the brine. For the marinade, use half a liter of water for a 1 liter jar. Based on that, we take 1 tablespoon of salt and half a tablespoon of sugar. I won't do a 1-to-1 ratio because it'll be a bit too sweet. Well, not for sausages, let's put it that way. About 3 or 4 bay leaves. If they're broken up, I use 5. About 7 allspice berries and about 4 cloves. I want the marinade to be really well spiced, and for all those bitter notes and spices to be really pronounced. Really pronounced. Because that'll be perfect for the sausages. A teaspoon of black pepper. A teaspoon of mustard seeds. Add it all in here. Bring it to a boil. It needs to start boiling. Let it boil for about 3 minutes. And then we'll turn it off. Guys, I started a fundraiser to help pay for a new place to live. My last home was destroyed and I've been renting for 3 years. The fundraiser link is below. Thank you to everyone who helps or has already contributed. If you don't want to, just watch the video and leave a like. That also helps a lot. Let's continue. It boils for about 3 minutes. We pour in the vinegar, or you can turn it off and then pour it in. So the vinegar fumes don't get to you. Vinegar fumes are pretty unpleasant. That's all. I poured in 150 milliliters of vinegar. I almost forgot to mention that. That's all. Set it aside and let it cool to room temperature. In the meantime, let's work on our ingredients. I've got about 11 here, I think. 10, 11, 12 garlic cloves. Of course, if yours aren't all that huge. I want that strong, pronounced garlic flavor, you know? I'm going to slice them just like this into simple slices. We've chopped the garlic, set it aside. Now we've got 1 onion like this. It's medium-sized. You can cut it into half rings or thin strips. Let's use feathers. I just always prefer them for some reason. The onion in this recipe will also be really tasty, marinated. Everything is going to be really, really delicious. We've chopped the onion too. Set it aside as well. Now the pepper. You can cut the pepper, or you don't have to. You just need to make holes in it like this. So the process goes faster. That's it. If you don't like spicy food, you can either skip the pepper or just add a little bit. Alright, now the sausages. Sorry, there are some shadows here. The cameraman says the camera isn't filming very well anymore. I'm just trying to make it work here. Let's remove these ends. The sausage still needs to marinate. The first time I made utopenci, I didn't remove the skin, which I think was a big mistake. I had never made it before. So I don't know, maybe let's just do it like this, I guess. Some little holes. So something can still get through the skin. And just like that, we cut as many as we need for the jar. Garlic goes in there. Add plenty of onion. I thought about it and decided to add a little more parsley. I think it will fit in perfectly there. Previously I made this without parsley, but now I want to add some. I think it'll be great. I won't even chop it or cut it up or anything. And we put our sausages in here. Well, we try to arrange them so they stand more or less evenly. The pepper goes in here as well. You can actually cut the pepper into rings. There's no problem with that. It doesn't really matter. Now we sprinkle some more in between the sausages. Well, of course, you could have just thrown it all on the bottom. There's really no problem with that. But this is YouTube. Add some garlic and onion there. And we pack it all in there. We stuffed it. About a teaspoon of this kind of mustard. It's French-style whole grain mustard. Why? Because sausages and mustard, well, you know, they go really well together. We'll enhance the flavor even more this way. The marinade has cooled down, and now the secret ingredient. Before pouring in the marinade, add a couple of tablespoons of oil here. Just regular oil. Sunflower oil, the odorless kind. What for? So that you can do without it, but with it you'll get a more, you know, kind of result. The texture will be more delicate. It will taste much better with oil. And we pour it in as well. I'll scoop all of this in here. Tomorrow I'll take it out of the fridge. I'll give it a shake so it all distributes better. And then I'll open the lid again. And I'll leave it for at least a week. You can leave it for 2 weeks as well. It will have, you know, maybe a slightly more balanced taste. Not too rich, but balanced. After a week, people are already taking it from me. In another week, it will taste even better. Let's meet then and try it. Alright guys, let's go. YouTube magic, as I always say. And a week later, opa. For you, it's just a moment, but for us, a lot of time has already passed. Our sausages have marinated. Alright. Oh, it smells so good, friends. It's just phenomenal. It might be a bit tricky to get it. Actually, no. Oh, nice. And you know what I want? I want to get a bit more onion with some garlic. Honestly, my mouth is already watering. Well, as you understand, for a dish like this, you definitely need some extra equipment. Cheers, friends. Onion. The onion is perfect. We're not here because of the onion. It's delicious. There's already this, you know, a nice little tang in there. It has started to marinate, but I'd let it sit another week. It's delicious. It's really delicious. And of course, our pepper. Listen, the pepper is spicy. It's tasty, it's interesting. The Czechs are right about something when they pickle things like this. I recommend the recipe, it's interesting, but maybe let it sit for another week. It'll taste even better. It's already awesome. Another week and it'll be even more marinated. For me, it still feels just a little under-marinated. Thanks everyone. If you like these kinds of recipes, support me and hit the like button. Leave comments so that as many people as possible can see the video. You really help me a lot by doing this. Thank you guys, bye everyone.